Hey, Laura J. Sitting having my coffee and journaling this morning, and I'm getting really clear and excited about how to bring together all the pieces that I've been working on for so long. And to also say that it's not just me alone that is needing to step forward, which is why I'm actually going to be hosting some casting calls for people that want to be part of the documentary that we need to create. I don't need to be the director of it specifically, but I'm willing to be if that's what it takes to create the docuseries as to how we harmonized mankind. That we actually brought kindness back into what it means to be real. Men and women walking these lands who have not just pride on the outward side, but to also have that strength within, which I believe is how we prevent sin within the syntax of the language that we use and assign meaning to, the words chosen for representing different things. I want to break down language in a way that makes it so we cannot say we've been deceived, for we learned how to believe the truth is stranger than fiction, so read between the lines and within the words too. It is time for us to do the impossible by simply seeing the I'm possible within it. I'm teaching from the heart, and I'm even wearing my artist pants because it is a call for the artists. It is a call for the all of us to come together and create art in whatever fashion our heart desires. Whether you want to paint it, or draw it, or sing it, or script it, whether you want to perform it with an instrument, whether you want to bake it. Why can we not all express our forms of art in creative ways and start supporting each other within that? Well, that's what Album23 is going to be. And as a play on that, I'm saying it's all bums standing, because we're taking people off the streets. One of the chapters in Fully Committed was where I talk about Linda, the homeless woman that taught me we're all homeless until we come home to ourselves. Well, the heart is the part of us that we need to come home to as the sole throne of the inner kingdom or realms that we are the responsible and original authorities over. We need to be essential within our own inner kingdom as the first person pronoun possessors, ones who use I, me, mine, we, ours with purpose, understanding when I put a them onto a label that would otherwise imply we or us or ours by uniting us instead of dividing us. That is when we see Papa come around the corner. He's up for the day. 3:33. How exciting. So, I'm going to sneeze for whatever reason. Bless me. Whew, I had to put my coffee down before it spilt with whatever energy was being moved there. And I will simply share that I've got to sneeze again. And bless me. I appreciate your blessings. I bless you too. And I do send love your way, wanting to say that we have a responsibility to come together and respond instead of react the way we always have, following the same neuro tracks that created the results that we've created up till now. I say it can be way better if we're willing to weather the storms of our own inner chaos, especially when it's reflected to us through the whole, which we have a responsibility individually and collectively to clean up. So, with this, why not just choose to be the change that we seek in this world by actually becoming it first? Embodying a new energetic signature is the way that we actually stand instead of status. And I believe that is the solution that we all need to be aspiring to. So I'm willing to inspire that aspiration in those who are willing to take back our nations by seeing that Rome only actually fell in the West, you see? That was the division between church and state. Church remained in Europe, over in Rome, where the Vatican is housed. But the West, we were divided into government corporatocracy. That is where we have a government masquerading as a corporation that has the extra accolades because they are the keepers of this nation. Yet they are not keeping us well, and they are passing bills that will cause us all harm, including those who are passing these bills. So the day of reckoning needs to come now. And I say that we are the only ones that are going to call for it. For as much as him, as in the HYMN, within this universe is important and matters more than we can possibly even fathom, which leads into the phantom nature of energy and the fact that a ghost needs a host for its gnosis to misdirect or mislead or guide us down a path that is spiritual in nature but physical in appearance. We have to see that we are the gods in proxy. Isn't that crazy to think of? We are literally standing in proxy for God right now, the creator of all, regardless of what label you want to put on the grand overall designer, the grantor of dominion, or if you want to see the incorporated version of the original, you get the grantor of domain, which is where our name then becomes part of the profile we use that is used to track us and turn us into two-dimensional beings instead of the three-dimensional beings that we are, overlaid with 4- and 5-dimensional components and layers if we are willing to actually see just how deep it all really goes. Papa is on his way to his chair. So that's exciting. And the noise box will begin soon, so I will be departing from this beautiful corner that I like to enjoy in the morning sometimes on my own. Sometimes with my Maximus as well, but what a blessing to be able to live in this space with such a man. I am grateful. I wonder what you're grateful for. And I would love to know if you are on board for Album23, where all bums stood together. And we knew we weren't whatever that definition was before we reappropriated it in a way that will serve us. Instead, cultural reappropriation, let's do it, baby. Laura J, namaste, namako for today. Hey, 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 hey,